Now, the next ring is going to determine who ultimately has to move first, but I suspect that we'll find out much before that. Draugr actually gets back up, but remember, we've still got Gibraltar Ultimate, Crypto Ultimate, and Rampart set up for start a fight. They should not go down fast.
Yanya looks to just try to move. They destroy, I believe, the Horizon Black Hole, and that's still Pricey alive. 3 spots left. Yanya's like, get this APAC South man out of here. I am not dealing with. He's even got Draugr back up as well. And Lusquid, Jinx, they're not having any of it. Crypto in the zone of Gibraltar. They're going to EMP on top of this and get Moist out of here if they can, but Moist takes to the skies.
Still alive for now, but it is a temporary lifeline to start a fight, commit for the second place in the face of LG Chivas. They rush Moist, and they pick up a singular knock. Moist Esports go down, a collaboration of them and Luminosity, and in the 3v3 now, Luminosity have to clutch up, start a fight with the Gibby, crack Yanya, almost take him down, and Jinx pops over on the Rampart, getting melted by Jet. LG Chivas take game 1!
And just like that, we questioned whether they could do it all. Well, they just did it all and then some. LG Chivas take game 1 here in London.
Playing off at the low, face-to-face with Gunbarioto-san as Horizon ult goes out in front. E6 with a stroke of genius, cut this map in half, putting themselves right next to Riddle Order in a 3v3 situation.
They should take that fight, but unfortunately Kinda is getting destroyed by Riddle Order. This is unfortunate here, but they still are alive. Whether they had to swap or a bat, Slayer's almost going down also. With 6 squats still there, throws the piercing spikes just to buy time and try to get another shield battery off, Kinda so low, but Riddle Order on the low ground, full 3-man red Evos, while the rest of the fight in the lobby is taking place on the other side.
Start a fight, we're split up. They had to expend the Gibby bubble early. They're not going to have this cooldown for when they have to give up high ground, and it may very well kill them. Riddle Order
still there.
have an incredible spot on this low where they cannot be focused. Nobody wants to jump on them. Lusk is going to drop first for start a fight. Remember, no Gibby bubble means no second chance at life. Sleep can't clutch it up, and they go down. Start a fight eliminated. Riddle Order now taking the fight up against Gunbarioto-san.
Riddle Order trying to claim their first win at LAN, and it's split 2 playoffs. They do it in game 2. Riddle Order representing.
Go down, start a fight, go down. Gunbarioto-san run the hillside, but now they've gotten dropped on. Vex fall as well as a duo. Can Gunbarioto-san come over this hill?
F-John, he's still alive. He's going at the #1 seed in APAC North, and Fnatic trying to say, we are here to play. Meltzera getting melted, but he drops back. It's just too good for Fnatic, and Umi-chan Lovechi has just too much health. But guess what? It is the LG Chivas boys who are here to spoil the party of APAC North. They're trying to go for not just their first, but their second win. Nizzle claims 1 with the help of Yanya. Can they claim another? Is this Fnatic falling? More importantly, is this LG with their second win of the day in game #3, Dia? It is!
The shield swap is perfect, and the win is undoubted.
This is a smart fight to take for Complexity. They had no other choice. They have to push in on this, and they have to take advantage of Furhol's cat wall that is up right now as Imperial Hollow tries to take the corner. Revs only has a blue extended light mag right here. 62 ammo on the heavy before he forcibly swap off, gets the hip fire shots as Hell gets a follow-up, finds Cody. Unlucky on the side though, as Walty too, the double fight going down as TSM are trying to secure this fight against Complexity, playing around the knockdown shields when you're the last one alive.
But finally, they got the res, and Pulverex are coming in from the backside. TSM, they're trying to get that revive, but they won't do it in time. We see Pulverex pull the trigger at exactly the right time. They are going to eliminate TSM, I believe. But can they do it fast enough? There's no way TSM come back.
This is Revs, and he's got the double knockdown shield. He's playing behind both of them, but he can't get the shields up with the death box in front of him. It may have already been taken as Vex Gaming with the opportunity, the timing to game #1 on World's Edge, our game 4 in this group.
Gotta give it to Vex there, Vicky. That was an impressive win. I mean, solid game from Moist, but once again, they can't finish it out. Pulverex, while all that was happening, Dreamfire just put their hands around the throat of the other team, take out 1 there from Pulverex, and make it even harder for anyone else to challenge them here.
And Dreamfire knew Pulverex was there from the very beginning. That was also another team that predicted where the circle was going to be moving, but slightly late, so forced to wait inside of the train track tunnel here. Dreamfire taking the shots with the R301. Rory cleaning up so many of these teams as Pulverex get taken out.
3v3, the Bang ult goes down, lobs that as far as he possibly can. 3MZ, they've set this up the whole game. Can Dreamfire finish it off?
Okay, Sweeney, take it to the skies, and the gravity lift here, he's literally won, but Dreamfire with the Nemesis. 3MZ0 coming through. These final two squads fighting for their life, but Dreamfire has the advantage. They have the nuts, they have the position, and they're about to have game number 5. Dreamfire wins.
It is not an exaggeration here. The crowd goes wild.
Taking that #1 spot in the overall standings for this group. FaZe now shooting right through the Catalyst wall, having the Prowler in hand as LG do get taken out, but they get taken out in 5th. Let's see how this is going to affect the outcome of the overall standings as Snipe Down looking for position but doesn't want to overextend. You got some extra loot here, maybe want to put down a black market if you're suffering, but at the same time, you don't want to just be stuck here while so many other teams are trying to rotate through. F-Chan with the Kraber shot onto Lufka.
Yeah, that's going to be a nice little package weapon for him to use on the top side there. 4 left alive, and FaZe, they kind of let TSM live there. I'm surprised they didn't peek over and cause some real trouble for them, but that means they are still a factor in this last one. Pulverex, they swing around the corner. #1 in the group right now, but can they come out here?
F-Chan is going crazy this game here. They take care of TSM, but they can't live long enough. They give the win to FaZe, taking the final game in this Group C versus D lobby.
And I like this cross that they're holding as well, holding these angles so that they can just eliminate a team from both sides or eliminate players from both sides, but they could be exposed a little bit by some ults. And yes, okay, we see Bangalore Ultimate come down now, and now it's going to be a chance maybe to get a little bit of extra damage as both teams are on the building are eventually going to have to force themselves out of these spots.
Yeah, all eyes on Arufa here. If he's got the ability to hit the Horizon Q up into the sky, the grav lift to get over all the utility and hit a black hole as these teams try to leave, then he could change this game. But DARKZERO escape. They use the Dark Veil to cut the zone in half, and DARKZERO navigate perfectly once again.
Dark Veil's so important in these final circles just to escape the sightlines for a little while, but then as soon as it comes down, you need to be ready, you need to have utility.
And now they're going to be forced into this fight, DARKZERO. Having used the Dark Veil, now they've got to be careful that zone isn't the one that takes them to the grave. They're doing a great job, and they take down Leave No Witness as well. They've still got the Dark Veil down to reset, but Naked still holding the line, still holding strong, and it's looking like this will be yet another win for the region. Naked are your champions here in game #1.
And also may not know if it's a full 3, but they get a Q, they get that info, and now they can full send and they can do the damage. But this is maybe an opening for 100 Thieves as well.
Oh, Ryan has to stay alive, and he manages to do so. Is this just starting the fight here from Fire Beavers? Do they want to now reset? It looks like that's the call, but are they able to do so? They get the bats down. Are they able to finish off this fight?
This is carnage. Alliance, 100 Thieves, Fire Beavers all spread out. Everyone scattered around to try and get some initial damage. This is going to be a potential 1v2v1 right now.
Taskmaster desperately trying to get back to 9 Impulse, and does so. Can they get the res? Can they get the reset? That's the real question.
Hold on.
All of a sudden, though, the Nemesis is doing damage, and Taskmaster cannot finish this kill. The piercing spikes on the floor are going to cause damage. Taskmaster's in all sorts of struggles, and the sticky stuff on the floor is causing all problems.
Manages to get a shield swap, though. He was at 6s and 7s, but temporarily can just reset. 100 Thieves maybe have taken the priority position at this point. Omnu manages to get away, joins Vaxlon, and now we have a 2 versus 3 versus 1, as Yuki is just going to be hiding away and maybe trying to escape, and will push onto Taskmaster.
He's going to try and take second place. He'll do so. Yuki does it for Alliance, but it just opens the door for the full, healthy squad of 100 Thieves.
Just one choke. They should be in one of the better positions, but another Dark Veil to cut off some angles. As soon as that goes down, though, we could see very exposed players.
Well, you can see the calls being made right now. They are game-changing calls. Who wants to rap on who? It's a 3v3v3 Alliance. They're in center zone for now. DARKZERO know that. They want to play and try and force these two teams in towards each other. CAQ is available for Zainu as well. If he hits this, it's going to silence the lobby.
Yeah, the Feng gets silenced, and maybe that could be a chance for them to push up, but they're well aware there's another team down below them. Naked are waiting, baiting, hoping that damage is done before they can push up, but eventually this circle is going to force them north and force them into this wall. You do not want to be climbing when you take this fight. Alliance really hold one of the best spots in the game.
100% Alliance. The longer they hold this, the better, but now all of a sudden, you're seeing Naked make the play. They take to the skies, but there's a
expecting a kill feed. There's Hackers as well, but having the attention taken away, has it opened the door now all of a sudden for DARKZERO to make their game-winning play?
DARKZERO will push in and they do so much damage, but there's still a chance in this one for the other teams to be able to just reset, get a shield swap and get back into it. Alliance have lost one, but Effect gets a shield swap. Down goes Naked. Here comes DARKZERO. They push in to get the final damage. It's gonna be a melee as DARKZERO find themselves taking match number 3.
Easy peasy for DZ. It's as simple as that in game number 3.
Really let them go, but go next. This is their game to win. If you can maintain the high ground, keep shooting down. That's another one. Raki down, Xset eliminated, and now Onyx is once again in trouble, Genome.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was the ring that probably forced Onyx to make that jump down there and say, I don't know, maybe we just have to play for 4th here. Or sorry, play for 3rd, because now they have gotten themselves right underneath. The others will go next, and Crazy Raccoon be forced to fight each other. Or can Onyx bring this out after that decisive send?
Well, it's like the Spider-Man meme, right? You just want to point at everyone. It's like, you go, no, you go, but they don't have to move just yet.
I mean, this is exactly what we saw in Game 3, right? With the last 3 teams there alive, Alliance and DARKZERO. So they really just rotated around each other. It was a ring around a rosy until finally one of them was forced to pull the trigger.
Bambino on the fuse, and honestly, I want to see more Fusey, right? A little bit of Knuckle Cluster denying that space, but as that ring starts to collapse in, the Seer exhibit's going out, and look, Shady, Fussy, Raki, they're able to get a full reset here. They're looking down the barrel of a duo of Raz and Parka, and that's pretty scary.
I mean, they're so willing, and they just need to prove themselves after losing those contests to Aurora and having such a shaky start to this. I mean, 7th place finishes last land. They have to be thinking there's no way that we will be sent into the losers bracket after the group stage. Now Onyx need to make that happen.
Fuse ult has been expelled here by Bambino. Time is of the essence. 19 seconds before this ring has finished the center and able to grab a knock onto Raki. Onyx Esports eliminated. Go next, dropping down from the high ground, and they are letting it rip. They should be able to take this. Bambino, though, Go next are your winners of map number 4.
Yeah, Alliance seem to be in an okay spot because they've got, you know, Yuki and Effect looking one way, and they can afford to have someone looking the other way, whereas the other teams very much focus just on each other. Okay, Oxygen.
They needed that fight. They were running low on ammo. You got 100 rounds of ammo for 2 weapons inclusive of the Prowler, so you wanted to take that fight, loot up the best of your abilities, and then focus on the 3 remaining squads. You have Alliance, you have Oxygen Esports, and you have Naked.
All right, Oxygen Esports, they pull into the middle. Not sure that's where they want to be as Naked swing from one side and Alliance from the other. Alliance looking good from this down the bottom. Oxygen inevitably get crushed between the 2 teams.
This is what we want. Oxygen Esports has been eliminated. We have a 3v3 Alliance versus Naked, and Naked able to just clean it up. They win another one from the preseason qualifiers in Year 3 Split 2.
One HP. I got him. Last one. No ammo, no more. Two more. Slow, you guys got it. On the roof, buff on the roof. You can fate my res. Break the fence. Break the fence.
Hey, go get him, Marcus.
No, run now. Yes,
Get in the corner.
Do it. Stick it all the way. You watch. Feed your face.
I am. I'm climbing. Top left.
I'm climbing up.
Popping heals.
Get ready.
Stabilize. Hold on. Stabilize. The res goes well. The res goes well.
One is that side.
One on balcony.
I'm top here.
I'm watching you. You're good.
I got him out.
Got someone on the roof.
Watch me. One is top left.
They're gonna come to us.
Horizon. Oh shit, behind me.
50 on horizon. I did damage.
Where's the one on top?
Hold on back. Swing at me. Hold on back.
Horizon dead.
Pop on the back. How can we win this?
They're both here on my team.
Get him out. Swing this, Yuki. Swing.
Give him out. Play him out. Gas the fucker. Pop a pad.
I want to pop back.
I'm bleeding out, you can armor swap me.
Stop shaking here.
Carry gun. Play my armor swap. Play my armor swap. Got the banner, got the banner, got the banner. I'm stop me. I'm stop. Hacky, scroll closer. I'm going closer. Swing on the barrel, swing on the barrel. Yeah, go in.
Give me an ult, give me an ult.
Ah, man. Nice try.
What has just happened here in the Copper Box Arena?
And it's already done wonders for Alliance as they hold the last remaining position in the ring that gives you any sort of vertical cover. TSM fighting for the high ground in this ring are going to be helped out even by, you guessed it, Packies from inside the RV. A quick catalyst wall separates the ring for TSM as they now have to take a 3v3 on the other side against Ascend, a 3v3 that they almost lose. How might very well go down here as the shield bat will just barely finish.
I love that, right? 5 seconds to get that shield bat off, but that med kit takes 8 seconds, and they're not going to have time to be able to get that off if Alliance is going to keep pushing forward. But instead, TSM full sending towards Ascend. We've seen this fight. This was how the Split 1 playoffs ended, and who comes out on top again?
TSM from above take out Ascend. They secure second place, and they know what they did. But Yuki gets taken down, and the tides begin to turn with Verhulst perhaps pulling off the miracle. Alliance will clutch it up, and they had a little help on the way.
And get on your feet, London, for Alliance! The champions, Jen Burton, taking so much damage. A member of the team has already gone down. Maybe we're going to see Amir, Will Ming-yu, drop down on top of him.
This is where MD White's position gets tenuous, though. They want to play for the win. They don't have to play for second, third, fourth yet. They can still hold on, and it means their attention is split between DARKZERO and TSM. Finally, DARKZERO do go down, but it gives TSM the opportunity to wall aggressively towards MDY White, opening up the map. A double silence on Complexity's low ground with a frag thrown out means that now TSM, they're getting a little bit greedy. They're trying to play both sides. They're going to lose a Catalyst wall soon. These Arc Stars are chunking them, and TSM will find themselves out of options in a few seconds.
You cannot focus on MDY White with Complexity barreling down, constantly putting that pressure on you. We're down to the 3 squads, and now the question is, who is going to go for broke? Who is going for that second place? Complexity bunkering down on the low ground,
no.
and TSM, they drop down!
TSM wanted to play for a second, but they disrespected MDY White. It's going to be a quick clean up for MDY as they still own the high ground. They still have the power position. They never gave it up, and they take a win.
MDY White, your champs of map number 2, that played brilliant, right? We were talking about it. They could have jumped down on DARKZERO, and you said it, Dia. They are playing for the win. You little brainiac, you.
I mean, they want to win. It's Apex Legends, and
who is going to go for broke? Who is going for that second place? Complexity bunkering down on the low ground, and TSM, they drop down.
TSM wanted to play for a second, but they disrespected MDY White. It's going to be a quick clean up for MDY as they still own the high ground. They still have the power position. They never gave it up, and they take a win.
MDY White, your champs of map number 2.
Sing around it for so long, and we've got a little bit of a dance happening ourselves on the high ground at Bridge where, Vexter, is this what getting vexed looks like?
I'm feeling vexed. I guess I just need to bounce around in a mere 1 meter area of zone. But hey, they're going to have to move eventually. And we had just witnessed kind of a little bit of a tantalizing dance between Optic, Vexed, and Naked, who are all 3 still alive in this final zone. But look at where Naked has positioned themselves, kind of more towards the dead center of where this is going to be. And everyone's going to have to push towards them. So I'm looking to the likes of Ascend, Optic, Vexed. What do you think is going to encompass those 3 teams over there on the north side?
I mean, the big thing obviously has to be that Vex are going to die. There's no 2 ways about it. With Optic right below you, the death boxes simply fall to the floor. Happy birthday to Optic as shield swaps rain in from the sky. But now the real challenge begins as they get pushed and things do not look good for them. Naked do go down. Optic are able to stabilize, but on the other side of this, with only 3 squads left, Optic has just a solo in the game.
You said stabilize. I'm seeing 2 members down, and Nox is about to be a GG go next. This is an Ascend game to win. With all the chaos on the low ground, Lufka is stepping in. 2 squads remaining, turning their tides to start the fight. Esports.
Turning around now, it's time for the Rollers to earn their paychecks, but they cannot stand up against Ascend. We've seen it so many times today, but perfect timing from one of the longest standing IGLs in Apex Legends history.
Side of your screen. If they can hold them out, then everybody else in the building next to them will have to leave before Complexity do. It's going to be a bit of a crazy endgame in this one. The question is, can Complexity hold off the push? And if they can they win this game?
And who's got the ultimates ready? I mean, Complexity have been here for so long. Vex Gaming do get eliminated eventually. Matafi goes down, so it's 4 squads now, but 4 healthy squads who are going to be more than prepared for this endgame. Complexity cannot stay here. You can see on the circle, they have to go out, but they want to stay here for as long as possible because the other building has to leave first. They can wait, they can assess how much damage is being done, and then join the fight a little bit later.
Rolling Thunder from Monsoon might be very important in these final moments as well to contribute as the teams do leave that building that we're talking about, but starter fight's still a problem. They are playing on the basement below Complexity, and I'm sure that they're hoping, they're praying that someone in that other building is going to do the work for them and do some damage. Monsoon with a little bit of chip damage, but as the zone starts to close, now the zone becomes a problem for Complexity as their exit options get narrowed.
Yeah, SAF versus Complexity, Go Next versus Realize. You've got to take the fight on both sides of the map, and Cody's going to do so much damage, but now the wall goes down and they've been silenced.
Start fight, take control of the door though, you saw. It got reinforced. Luda goes down. Do they have time though to stick the red? Start fight exchanging as well. Smokes go out as well to just try and block off the team up on high ground while they stick this. But on the other side of things, look at the bottom here. Completely cut in half as the Horizon ult now goes in.
Keep an eye on Karampu as Caustic as well. A lot to do and a lot of damage from that Caustic gas. Go Next will lose one as now everyone gets involved. Black Hole goes down.
Go Next trying to hold on. It's all up to Obley. Can he close out? Down to 2 squads. Karampu alongside him. All they've got to do is pick up the final KP. Damage being done. Flatline is the answer. And Realize will close it out.
You recognise there is still one more player that they can hunt down as Go Next do get eliminated. So we've got TSM, Realize, and Alliance. It is Realize again in a final circle with that same composition.
I was about to say, Hal didn't look Hal this morning. He's looking like Hal right now. He's got 8 kills in this lobby. He's got 2k damage. The man is frying.
There was a few yawns this morning, I'll put it that way, when I saw Hal being put on the camera, but maybe this is his prime time, the streaming hours, the gaming hours, but still have to get through Alliance, who have looked even better than TSM today, and Realize, who have been the Storm Point specialists throughout the season, are going to be the 3rd team that can play really devil's advocate here. They can just watch on, and they can hope to push TSM and Alliance together.
However, you're going to have to go through Hal, and Hal holding this head glitch angle down brilliantly. Only problem is he's only got 24 bullets left in this Nemesis, but he decides, you know what? Who needs a Nemesis when you've got to Molt? He sends the nade in, but the Black Hole gets destroyed, and now he has to rely on the Prowler, sending it in. He goes in himself. He is full of confidence.
Full of beans, but unfortunately that means that there's going to be Alliance above, and they will get involved with this fight, and they just have to nade. Black Hole comes down as well. The inevitable is going to happen. Alliance are going to do it again. It is easy as that. Alliance pick up the win, and they show us just why they are one of the teams that really are on fire this tournament. The caustic barrels that are going down as Realize start to get involved, and now you can see Zero also getting some knocks with that Kraber, getting involved as Lufka gets taken down.
DARKZERO making their move, trying to clean up the pieces of these fights that have gone down in front of them. 2 care package weapons to play with as well as an R99. Zainu's going to have some fun, but Zero will go down here. So DARKZERO have got to rethink this game plan.
All the meanwhile Realize they're still sat on the southern tip. They're still watching. They are still doing damage as every other team is contesting one another. Unless one of these squads can escape the mitts of each other, this is looking like it could be another victory for Realize.
It's also looking like a pretty good spray coming in from Lufka. Onyx Esports eliminated, but what an effort it was from them. DARKZERO will fall as well. We're down to 3. Now, Realize finally getting pushed, getting challenged by MDYY, and that might open the door now for Ascend to win this thing.
Yeah, Ascend win that engagement at the perfect time, as there will be an elimination. MDY go down. It's a 3 versus 3, but how much damage did Realize take?
Can they get the Gibby bubble down? Have they already used it? Are they going to be able to reset? Kashira's going to go down, and Sangyun with that massive in his hands has made this one a little bit dicey. Lufka now moving in. He's got the car in his hands, has to hit the reload, but this is looking like a Lufka game, and no! Gibby for the win! Gibby's back in the meta! And what a performance again from Real Realize their second win here on Stormpoint.
Realize, do it again.